Hey there, Glenn Tobias from The Return of Man. It is day 12 of our 45 days to you finding your leadership rhythm. If you're ready to kick into it, this is the last of the 10-part acrostic, the word leadership, in the category of the characteristics of leaders. And so let's hop right into it. P, leaders have a Polestar, Polestar, in case I didn't pronounce it well. They have a Polestar, like a North Star. They have a focus, a focal point, something that governs their thinking and their actions. So a Polestar is essentially a focus which guides and orients your decision-making processes, your judgment calls, and ultimately your actions. This will shape your attitude toward the way things are, how you see the way things are, how you react to the things over which you have no control, and then what plans you make from there. A Polestar also is what will give you your ideals, with an L. Not ideas, not concepts, but your ideals, the things we shoot for, the things that would be if our world was perfect as we saw it. Your Polestar will guide your ideals. It will help you create an avatar which you're pursuing in your own life. It will help you select, who do I want to mentor me? What mentors am I looking for? Now, I'm 61, halfway into being 62, and I still have mentors. It's very, very important. There's not a point in life, in my estimation, where you outgrow the need for, if you want to be your best, but certainly the benefit for mentors. But instead of just going out and picking somebody and then you invest a bunch of time with them, they invest time into you, you invest time into learning from them. Without a Polestar, you end up with, well, I don't really know, I picked somebody who's made a lot of money, or I picked somebody who's, whatever the case, I don't know. So, but I know you get what I'm saying. So the Polestar will help you set your ideals, which in turn will help you select the people you want to pursue as your as your mentors, and then it'll help you create an avatar for yourself. When you create an avatar for yourself, it becomes much easier to create an avatar for your customers, for your work associates. You start shaping, who are the people I'm actually looking for? And man, wow, does life become easier when you know who you're looking to work with and to work for, and all those things, to spend time with. You want to shape that to the extent that you can. A Polestar is really the starting point for that. The other value of a Polestar is it will help you with all of your goals. First, you want to really set, and I don't care which way you flip around these words, the way I look at it is goals are components of a larger objective. So some people, especially younger folks, set that goal of, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire, I want to be a multi-whatever heir, I want this size of a house. For a lot of folks, as you get older, you start realizing those are all components of a bigger objective. Here's what I really want in my life, and if a lot of money will serve that, then that's one of the goals I need to pursue. but I want to do this. And for many people, it's very altruistic. For other people, most of their lives, it remains kind of, self-centered, but that's up to each individual. So a Polestar, that which is the focus, that focus which guides and orients your decision-making processes, your judgment calls, and ultimately your actions, okay, then that Polestar will help you do a better job of creating a focus on what is it I'm really after, and now I can set goals that work with my value system. Because if you don't do that, goals are almost always unsustainable, especially if it's more than, I'm not, and I'm not referring to goals like, I want to earn $10,000 more this year. That's a pretty simple. I don't mean easy. Never confuse easy and simple. So I don't mean easy, but I mean simple. That's a pretty simple goal. You need to make more outbound calls. You need to go to more networking events. You need to, whatever the case is, those are the things you need to do. And for most people, if they will do those things with consistency, they'll hit their goal. But bigger objectives that combine different parts of your life, then that's where that Polestar becomes super important. Super important. So Polestars are great for helping you set big time your large objectives that are an important part of your life, and if not aligned with your real values, then that's a whole conversation in itself, because many people don't know what theirs are. And I'll walk you through that sometime in another video set. But in any event, if you don't know what your values are, it's tough to set a long-term objective that you're going to stick with. So that's what Polestars are for. Now there's another P that I want to look at quickly, and that's the fact that leaders are proactive. Leaders don't say, well, everything is going along well enough, okay? Leaders don't look at a crisis situation or what is becoming a crisis situation and say, well, gosh, I hope things work themselves out. In fact, leaders, because they know what a crisis is, because they know what that is, then they know they can put some effort into avoiding a crisis. Like I see a very awkwardly piled up truck, and man, it looks like a crisis going somewhere to happen. Wow, that was scary. Glad to be out from behind him. Big 18-wheeler with lots of construction material on it, and a lot of it kind of leaning to one side. Looked like one of those YouTube videos, where you see the truck with the, 5 times more straw bales on it than it should have, and it's trying to make the corner somewhere, it flips over. So, because leaders are proactive, they're always looking ahead, which is going to be one of the things we'll talk about very soon actually in the next video series. They're watching out for developing crises, and then at the same time, if things are going well, what a leader typically is looking to do is to see, how can I leverage, for the sake of others and for the sake of a community I might be a part of, for the sake of a team I may be leading, or maybe I'm as John Maxwell talks about, maybe I'm leading from the middle. Maybe I'm not the person with the title leading this team, but it doesn't mean I can't be a leader. It doesn't mean I can't be a person who sets a great example and keeps that team moving forward. So it's not just a leader pulling, but I'm in the middle pushing in the same direction. So you may be that person, and you're always looking for ways, how can I help leverage what is going on that's good, so we can get from, as Jim Collins says, so we can get from good to great. From good to great. So those are the two P's as we wrap up this portion of the 45 days finding your rhythm of leadership, your leadership rhythm. Leaders have a Polestar, which is what? Right. It's a focus which guides and orients your decision-making processes, your judgment calls, and ultimately your action. And then leaders are proactive. Leaders are either moving a good situation forward, or they're avoiding, watching out for, and being prepared for crises that come along. Okay, so that's it for today. We will be back tomorrow, if God is willing, with the beginning of starting all over in the leadership acrostic. 10 days, 10 lessons to look at how leaders guide and manage everyday process, how they guide people, and how they look ahead to prepare for change. All right? So if you would, please go down below this video screen and hit the thumbs up button. That will help us with being, rated properly on YouTube to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Relevant. That's it, relevant. Which I think these videos are. I hope you're finding them that way. And then if you'd like to be a subscriber, I would really welcome that. And you can hit subscribe and then hit the little blue bell to get notifications about when the video comes up. My name is Glenn Tobias. My organization is The Return of Man. We are here to serve. We are here to help humanity be prepared for the next great things that are coming just around the corner. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.